So, Speaker of the House Mike Johnson was being asked about an event that happened over the weekend. Now, at this ICE facility in New Jersey, a few Democratic members of Congress went to go check on what happened, what was going on there. They were trying to do some oversight. And apparently, in the process, the mayor of Newark, New Jersey got detained by ICE. That whole thing is being investigated. Well, now they're looking into the three members of Congress about what happened. Of course, Speaker Johnson is trying to make the Democrats out to be the bad guys in the situation because that's what Republicans do, even when all they were trying to do was look into what was going on at this ICE facility to make sure that the law was being followed. Well, when asked by reporters about what potential punishments could be suffered by these members of Congress, Speaker Johnson correctly said that there are three potential punishments if they choose to proceed with anything. The first is a censure, which is effectively like a written slap on the wrist saying, we agree you did something wrong. Now, that used to mean something, but pretty much lately has been nothing more than, like I said, a written slap on the wrist. It doesn't really affect anybody's career, and even though it goes on their official record, it doesn't seem to play a big role. Then he said, well, the Democrats have a new tradition of removing them from their committees. And he's referring to the Democrats yanking committee assignments from Marjorie Taylor Greene back in 2021. Well, there were some comments that came out after she was elected to Congress about some violent rhetoric, things like that, that she had made, and they put it to a vote of the full House. It wasn't just the Democratic leadership saying you're off committee. They put it to a vote of the full House, and 11 Republicans sided with Democrats to remove her from all of her committee assignments. It was a bipartisan process, but Republicans want you to forget that. And then they said that the other option would be expulsion. They are threatening to expel members of Congress. However, that takes a two-thirds vote of the House of Representatives to expel a sitting member of Congress, and they don't have those kind of votes. They barely have a majority. I think they have a 3 or a 4 seat majority. They would need a lot of Democrats to jump in and agree with them that something committed that was egregious enough to expel them. It has rarely been used. The last example was George Santos, who was found out to be a major fraudster in everything he did and is now serving a prison term. But they're trying to threaten these Democratic members to make sure that they fall in line, get behind the administration, and quit trying to push back against anything Trump is trying to do. I don't think it's going to work, but this is what people who are losing do. They're throwing anything they can at the wall and seeing what sticks.